Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Wine Talk, where we uncork the wine to tell the truth. My name is Chrishon Lampley, the owner of Love Cork Screw. And the reason why I do wine talks are really, really simple. I want the influencers, wine writers, the experts, the WSET students. I want to send them a bottle of Love Cork Screw. I never know which bottle they're getting. Never know. I swear to you, I never know what bottle they're getting. And I want them just to open the bottle, tell me a little bit about it. We have some fun conversation, and that's it. I want to have a good time. So I'm so excited to have Trina here. Hello, hello.
Hi. Hello, happy Sunday. Hello.
Happy Sunday, and thank you so much for joining me. And if I'm not mistaken, you're a chick on the scene. Is that correct?
I am chick on the scene on Instagram. Yes, I am. That's me.
Well, welcome. So please, let's open a bottle of course. I have, again, no idea which one you have. I have no clue.
Okay. Okay, look what I got.
Okay, so this is what's so freaking awesome. I believe only 2 people have that one. And I only know that because I told my assistant to tell me who else got it. There was one person, and that is the a teacher at Napa Academy, and
My
yourself.
Friend.
Yes.
My friend Desiree. Yes. My friend
Desiree received it, and so did you. That is so exciting. Seriously, guys, I have no idea what wine they're getting. So I wanted to make sure that the awesome people that are going to be on here, that at least a couple of them are able to experience the Lampley. So I'm super excited. This is my new demi-sec from my reserve line, and you got to tell me what you think. I'm so excited.
Oh my goodness. First of all, let me just say that I was shooting content this morning. I was sneaking and shooting the bottle and reading about it. And I was so excited. I was like, oh, this is so fancy. Look at this bottle. Oh my goodness. And it gave me straight up old school vibes. It reminded me of my Nana, who is like straight up Harlem, 1000%. All the time, dressed up, luxury, furs, all that good stuff. And when I looked at the bottle, I was just like, oh my goodness, this is so crazy. Look at this photo. This is so beautiful. Look at the vine, the vineyard, the lines, all this stuff. And I was just like, I'm so excited. I can't wait.
That's exactly what I wanted.
I was shooting photos downstairs in the good lighting. I was getting ready. I was like, yes, I can't wait. And it smells heavenly. I just want you to know, it reminds me of beach. It makes me feel tropics. It makes me feel warm and just breezy and also elegant. And I instantly thought tropics when I got the nose of it. It's like, ooh, what is this? Tropical fruit. Okay, all right. Let's go.
It. Yay. So let's toast to the Lampley. I'm so excited, to lineage, to heritage, and to creating our own history above and beyond everything our ancestors have taught us. So
absolutely. Cheers. Cheers.
You know what you think?
Oh my goodness. Can you say tropical fruit? Can you say pineapples, mangoes, all of those things? There's a hint of sweetness, but it's not sugar sweet or any of that. And the bubbles are not overpowering. They're very smooth and level. And it's just, I'm gonna need about 3 more bottles of this. Oh my goodness.
I love it.
So good. Oh my goodness.
Thank you so much. That one is so special to me. Yes.
A little bit of creaminess to it. Just a little dab of like some vanilla or brioche or something going on with it. I love it. I think it is amazing. I can't wait to share it with everyone and tell them all about it. This is great. Tell us more. How did you come up with this?
Yes. So the Lampley is so special to me. I created Love Cork Screw for the people. As us in the wine industry know, there's so much to the wine industry that becomes very confusing. People are not really intimidated by the wine industry on so many levels, whether it comes to picking wine within the aisle, whether it becomes to pronouncing Bordeaux, Chianti, Chenin Blanc. There's so many intricacies to it. So Love Cork Screw was created for the people. This being a multi-billion-dollar industry, I wanted some wine to be simple, easy, approachable for wine novice as well as wine enthusiasts. The Lampley, my reserve line, was created for me, for my lineage, my heritage, and an honor to my family. My last name is extremely rare, and I've always been told how powerful and strong it sounds. And people, we all talk about leaving a legacy and what that looks like to us, because it's all different. We all have different ways of leaving a legacy. For me, working so hard in this industry, and I always say breaking glass ceilings till there's no more to be broken, I knew my name is something I want to leave. And to be able to put my family, everyone that made me who I am, on these bottles of wine and call it Lampley, that was it for me. So the demi-sec was my first introduction of the Lampley, and that's my mother. That's my mother on the label. And it just warms my heart, and it means so much to me. So she's special. She's everything to me. And I wanted her to be on my celebration demi-sec.
Look at her. She's looking fierce on that bottle, okay?
Fierce. Fierce.
Fierce. Okay. Can we talk about that? That is just so amazing. You know, our ancestors, our heritage, our lineage, our family, our elders have so much history and so many things. You can find so much in old pictures, and you're like, wait a minute, hold on a second. What were y'all doing over here? Oh,
yes, knowing that they were hot then, and just the elegance, the regalness, yet going through all the craziness that they went through. They still remained amazingly resilient and elegant. And it's unbelievable. And I want to touch on that. Just what I'll talk about the broader scale, and then I'll get back to wine, about diversity, inclusion, and what we are experiencing now in just life. It's just amazing how, and I'm very, very excited to see how the all industries are now taking notice of us, right? I just got the phone with someone, and we talked about how all these grant opportunities, all these opportunities to start your own business, all these things, education grants, and so many things to do so much and get help. What are your feelings on how we are going to really relish in it, take advantage of it, and really elevate ourselves to the next level? What are your thoughts about everything that's now being brought to light?
Right. Well, it's funny that you say that, because I am actually a Roots Fund scholar. I received a Roots Fund scholarship to further my wine education studies. I just finished, I sat for my exam the week before last for my W's at level 3, and it wasn't easy. And I was the only one in the room who looked like me, period. It was just me in the room. Everyone else did not look like me. And the studies and the exposure and our ability to have exposure now to so many opportunities is phenomenal. I mean, it's unfortunate that it had to come on the heels of George Floyd and all of the things that changed in the pandemic. But the opportunities are there. Like you said, the grants, there are things that I've learned about having Chick on the Scene as an LLC, and the opportunities for me to do events, and what I can apply for grants, for all of these things that I didn't know about. And then all of a sudden the information was there for me if you just look, or if you just ask. And just social media and LinkedIn and all of these things. There are so many places for as resources of information for us to further ourselves. And it's Black History Month, but it is really Black History 365. Honestly, that's what it is.
Absolutely it is. Absolutely. And
Absolutely.
then where do you see it going though, right? I think about when I started in the wine industry so many years ago. It was a long time ago, 2006 ish, that I really got
Wow.
serious into the wine industry. Where do you see it going? I see again so much more, even though you're the only one in the room.
Mhm.
There's so many more than was. Now we have only just begun. We're still less
Right.
than 1% of the entire industry.
Absolutely.
However, I've been very proud to see so many of us coming and really taking that chance, the opportunities, and really delving into the wine world and loving it.
Yes.
Where do you see it going with the future? I know the future is different for
Yes.
these different generations. What do you think?
I see us impacting the generations to come. I see my girls who are 21 and 18 who are very wine aware now. They're very much, and granted, the 18-year-old is not drinking, she knows better. But the 21-year-old, I mean, you see their exposure and they're being not uncomfortable with a wine list, or you see them the the they're inquisitive, they want to know more. So what is this about Napa? So what is the difference between a cava and a prosecco? So what are we being served? What is this wine, or what is that level? Or there are questions that are being asked, and we're able to answer them and expose the younger generations to so many things that I didn't know about wine when I knew about it, but like Chardonnay, maybe, and white Zinfandel when I was in
Right.
college, and that was it, and nothing else. Whereas I just see it as being not where you're excluded, and I see them as being included and comfortable and stepping in the room and being able to just command and not feel like they're the outsider in the room. I think that's what's coming.
And I think that's huge, because there's in so many ways, again, I think we're shunning ourselves from this industry because it's so intimidating. I
Mhm.
remember years ago looking at some of the wine studies, and the WSET courses, and it seemed like you were literally studying to be a doctor. Like it's so much to it, so many moving parts to this industry. And another part that I'm very excited to see that I did not have back then was women and BIPOC in different ends, in different spectrums of the industry. I
Mhm.
remember when I first got my liquor license, there was not one lawyer that was woman or BIPOC that could help me get my federal permit. Had no idea what I was talking about. Would say, "Oh yeah, I think that's a catering liquor license." Or I'm like, "No, I'm not. I'm not a chef. No, it's not." Like
Yeah.
they had no idea, and I was searching and looking. And still to this day, very few of us are sommeliers. But there's so many other moving parts, though. There's distribution, there's
Distribution.
sales, there's
Yes.
marketing and PR specifically for the wine and spirits industry.
Yes.
So I am happy to finally see people, not everyone saying, I just want a wine brand.
Right.
Because folks don't understand. It's not as sexy as it looks. There's so
No.
much to it. And I
No.
think a piece of that is the education. And I'm
Absolutely.
very excited to see that happening. Are there certain wine myths that you have seen crushed finally? Maybe that you thought about wines. It could be something super, super easy. There's certain things that you still hear today that a lot of people say, they're like, no, that's not quite right. No, this is the real.
Thing. I mean, I was discouraged greatly in going for the WSET to keep going. Like I was told,
Yeah.
oh, you don't need it, or it's pointless, or I mean, and then having instructors or other mentors, finding just a brown mentor, life changing. Finding
Yes.
someone else in
Yes.
the industry who can give me the skinny on what to expect in their experiences, and just what to look out for. That was huge. I would say a myth. I'm trying to think. Oh my goodness.
Just
There's
something
been
that you're like,
so
oh my
much.
gosh. Yeah, and there has been so much. I think one of the ones that I hear, so funny, Frechette Winery and I talked about, we had a great talk on LinkedIn Live about it, and there was quite a few myths that we discussed. One, wine headaches. A
Oh,
myth. I'm allergic to wine. I'm allergic to wine. I'm just allergic to wine.
oh,
So many
that
talks
one.
about there. Yes, it must be the sulfites. I'm allergic. I'm allergic.
No, you're
There's
dehydrated.
you're please, that's one of my biggest one. I'm like, no, you understand when you're drinking whiskey, what do you have, a water back?
Yes,
You're dehydrated, you need some water.
you're
That's it.
dehydrated.
I was like, there's more sulfites in French fries than there
Yes,
are in what, you just need some water. So there's
that
myths
one.
like that, or the swirling, the
Oh,
legs.
the
There's a
legs,
lot of
the
missing.
legs, the legs, the legs. Oh my goodness. Someone said that. Someone said to me that that was how the alcohol or something like, and I was just like, wait, what? Who told you that? Where did you figure that out from? But yes, so that those, okay, I'm allergic to alcohol, the sulfites and the headaches, not instead of
Alcohol content.
dehydration.
I get that a lot. So how much, what's the percentage of your wine? I want to say,
Yeah,
what does it really matter? Like it's like the still, it's 11 to 14 in the still. So you guys out there that are listening, so a still wine
11,
is normally 11 to 14.
14.
Okay. When you start getting higher, you get into ports and things, right?
Yeah.
So know that most wine, red will have a little more alcohol content than
Mhm,
white. It
mhm.
really doesn't make a difference, y'all. Like when you're talking about spirits and you just want to throw it back, that's one thing.
Yes, when you're drinking wine. But if you're binging, if you're binging wine, if you're going from winery to if you're going on like a wine tour, you have to hydrate. You cannot keep
Yes.
going from winery to winery and thinking that you're going to be fine and fully functional like the next day. If you go to Napa,
No.
you need to drink some water. You need to start before you even got there. You should have
Drink.
been drinking water.
I never forget. The first time I went to Napa, actually, the first time I went to Napa was a long time ago for one of my birthdays, and my parents took me. We had an amazing time. But thereafter, I would bring a lot of my girlfriends, and I would say, look, it's a little different than you think. Yeah, we got to eat breakfast and eat a really
Eat.
nice breakfast,
Yes.
really a good, solid breakfast. And I said, you
Yes.
got this small time frame. Yes, we're going to start drinking in the morning.
At
But
10:30.
we got to cut off about 4 o'clock because they're going to start shutting the doors at 5 and they're going to serve your last flight. After that, we're going to a great steakhouse.
Yes.
You're going to drink a lot more water. You're going to be sick of wine, but
Yes.
you're going to drink a lot of water and you're going to eat a good, solid meal. So you don't get
Yes.
sick.
Yes. No, I think I'm sure for that. We went to Napa. We were the first time. It was just okay. We have to eat and we have to hydrate. And I was at that point. I was working out crazy, so I knew I needed to drink my water.
Oh
But
gosh,
I
yes,
don't
yes,
think that
yes.
people realize it. And if you're going to wine country, don't wear heels. Like if you're walking if you're walking,
No,
you're gonna kill your
y'all, if
ankle.
you go to wine country, cute gym shoes, cute. You can still wear your sundresses, but gym
Yes.
shoes.
Yes, or boots, comfy boots, little flat something,
Yes.
little
Yeah.
booty,
Rock the
flat
sunglasses.
booties,
Rock the cute
and your sun.
sunglasses.
Yes, but not the heels, y'all, not the platforms either. Please, you are going to kill your ankles. All right, you're gonna kill them. So yeah,
So true.
yeah.
In general, when you see, I've seen a huge elevation in wine, but more spirits brands
Okay.
that are brown people. Where do you see it going? Because I'll say this, I'll say something controversial. I see a lot of celebrities start wine brands or spirit brands. I've seen a lot through the years. They don't always make it. And I always say, understand this industry is not for the light at heart. There's a lot of moving parts and it's not a get rich quick industry. It takes a long time. And even some of the names that you see, create some of these lines and you think, oh gosh, it's such and such. So it's going to be huge because they're A-lister.
Mhm.
And I've seen them fail.
Mhm.
Where do you think the Where do you think the success lies in some of the new younger brands coming out? And I'm in general, wine and
Right.
spirits, even
Right.
beer. I've seen a lot of new microbreweries that are Black owned, and there's a lot going on, which I welcome. But what do you think possibly is the thing that will make them a success?
Connecting authentically with their demographic. I'm in Virginia, so technically the DMV, and there are lots of spirits popping up. There are lots of wine brands, and they market to this region. Some they have events, they have tasting gatherings, and all those types of things. But you can kind of tell when it is just a get rich kind of money thing, instead of connecting and being authentic about their brands, about their mission, telling a story and truly connecting with their audience, because that's all it comes down to. And we as people, we share what we believe in. We follow, we, if we like it, we love it, we buy it, we throw it on our pages, we're always toasting up to it. And I think that is the number one thing, because our demographic spends the money on the wine and the spirits. And we will do it
Yes.
for the brands that we find are the quality brands, and not even think about it twice, and keep it on their shelves, and keep it in stock, and keep it in the house, and all those things, and share with their friends. So connecting authentically with the demographic or with the group that they're gearing towards, and it's a done deal. It's a done deal.
Yes,
If
I
you're
say that all the
connected.
time. People have to believe you in
Uh-huh.
anything you do. And I mentor a lot of young entrepreneurs, and I say, you know what? Let's be real. You're not reinventing the wheel. You're
Right.
not. Sorry. Somebody more than likely did what you did
Did this
before.
already. Mm-hmm.
More than likely. However, none of them were you.
Right.
So you have a story,
Mm-hmm.
and we have to believe it. I said when I started Love Cork Screw, I was Love Cork Screw before I had not one bottle of wine. Like literally, I was Love Cork Screw 2-3 years straight. So by the time I came out with the wine, they're like, "Here, take my money." Like,
Right.
because
They're already
they
there.
believe it. I'm there. I'm
Right.
there. I am Love Cork Screw. This is who I am. So I always tell people, please develop that audience, the following. People have to believe that you really care about it. And I tell a lot that are in the courses, the WSET courses and stuff, that if you want to start whatever you want to create, whether it be a wine brand, whether it be law, liquor law, whether it be becoming a sommelier, start your story and go through your journey. Because by the time you make it to whatever that thing is that you feel is success, trust that everyone saw it and they were following you. And there will be people that come to you and say, thank you. I've been watching you from day one.
Yes.
And because of you, I'm doing my thing. And it might not have nothing to do with wine.
Absolutely.
But they're going to do their thing because they saw you do it and saw your journey and saw your bad times, saw your good times, saw your struggles, saw your amazement. Not just you posting your boo. It was about your journey in becoming successful in whatever that looks like.
Absolutely. I have people who remember when I did the WSET level 1 in one day, and I walked out like, what just happened? They had us locked away in a hotel room for 8 hours. How did that happen? 8 hours. And I took an exam at the end of the 8 hours. And people remember that. That was 2018. 2018, I did my level 1 at the Florida Wine Academy. And it was a one-day, one and done at hotel not far from Miami International Airport. And I remember sharing and posting how in shock I was that you actually do this in a day. And so when I talk to folks now, they're doing it and it's like several days or, like a week or something. I'm like, really? I did it in one day and it was weird. It was good, but it was weird and I passed. But people do remember and they do track your story and they do you know, when you're struggling, and like I was my level 3, I thought I was in a twilight zone. I had COVID at one point during class. I was coming trying to study and trying to get well, and then working out and trying to do a fitness program and eat right and all these things. And when I finished, I posted that I'd taken the exam, and everyone was like, "Well, how do you feel?" And I'm like, "I just feel relief. I'm just happy."
Sure. And you know every direction and how every river moves in the entire world.
Feel
You know
alive
every
again.
name of every single.
Oh my goodness. And when someone asked me, when do you get your score? I said, oh, they told me 16 to 18 weeks. They're a little behind. They're like, that's it? I said, yeah, it's like set it and forget it. You just walk on and
You
keep
gotta
going.
let
Just
it
move
go.
on to some.
That has been the narrative for years. All of those take forever. So yeah, don't even think about it. Move on. Move on
Move
like
on.
you didn't even do it, and just be pleasantly surprised one day when you get the
Yeah.
results.
Yes. Not even
what
thinking about it.
what is up for you next? What's next?
Well, I'm returning to Wine with Friends. That's my Instagram live that I do on Wednesday evenings, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I interview winemakers. Hopefully, you will be able to come on this year. I
Happy to.
do wine ambassadors, wine enthusiasts. Sometimes I have my girl chats. My girlfriends will all come on, and we'll do like the 4-way chat, and we're all sipping something, just anything. We talk pop culture, we talk about wine, we talk about life, and we sip wine and we enjoy whatever my guest selects. And that is it. And then I'm returning to tastings. It seems like the world is safe again.
Yes, finally
It
it's opening
seems
up
like it.
soon. Yeah.
It seems like it. So I'm gonna host a few tastings in my home, open just like to my close folks, do some private tastings here a few times, and just see how it goes and see who books me for the professional stuff again, start doing corporate events again as the world seems to be opening and COVID seems to be going away. Thank goodness.
Yes, yes, I love it. And actually, I want to say before COVID happened, I think my publicist had booked me to do something in Virginia for a
Really?
winery or something there. And I remember we had to cancel for obvious reasons because we're like COVID, so we cut everything out. So to your point, I'm excited. I just started traveling again, but I can't wait to really have more in-person tastings and just see people. I'm so used to being such a people person, but I've been in such this bubble. You guys, I'm literally in my home office right now. I've been in such this bubble for 3 years, it seems, that
Yeah,
it's just a little weird, right? To open up.
it
I've been doing
is.
virtual tastings. I still have virtual tastings booked. So it's
Yep.
just odd to think, oh my God, I might be in front of people soon.
I'm
Wow.
excited. I'm excited. I'm excited for
I
you
am
too.
too. I am too. And thank you so much. Hold up the Lampley, please. Hey guys, and I'm drinking my cab. We're moving
Oh,
up.
you're drinking
We're
your
moving up.
cat.
Cabernet Sauvignon. And I am so excited you have that again. Trina is much an amazing person, and I'm so excited that she took the time out on this Sunday to do this with me. It really means the world. And for her to get the Lampley is even more exciting. It warms my heart. And yes, I need you to spread the word, tell everybody about the Lampley. Thank you. And because people are going to believe you. You know what you're talking
Yes.
about. You know wine. And I really, really appreciate everything.
Thank
So
you.
thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Cheers to you. Good luck. Much love. And anything you ever need from me, I am literally a text, email, shout out away. All right.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. And I will be sharing all the good info tomorrow with everyone. So it's available now on the website for folks to get.
Yes. Hey, everybody. Just so you know, it is available at thelampley.com. Trina is drinking the amazing demi-sec from thelampley.com. And it's also available on lovecorkscrew.com. If you just go to the Lampley section, you can't miss it. Everything else is sold out except for the demi-sec, which I just got in. So you guys know she's drinking amazing demi-sec that I sourced from Healdsburg, which is one of the most amazing areas within California to source my North Coast demi-sec, and I'm very excited for her to be number 2 Only the second person to ever taste it on live. And I'm so super excited you have it.
I'm
So
so
thank you
excited.
all. Have a good night. And thanks for tuning in to the Wine Talk.